Hello everyone, I hope you are well. Welcome to my channel. My name is Demi and let's hop right into the message. So this is going to be a message from the ethereal magical kingdom. So when they say that, I mean fairies, I mean elves, I mean nymphs, which are represented by beautiful maiden women. And then also I'm getting lucky charm leprechauns. That is what also is coming through. And I'm just seeing them blow dust on humanity. But it's a very whimsical, very light-hearted and very playful energy. It's very connected to the inner child and believing in magic. I'm just seeing the word belief, so they're bringing this energy onto humanity right now because everything is very chaotic and very, very dense because the foundations are falling physically, energetically, and when they're falling everybody is feeling it. It's almost like a crushing, like we feel like we're being crushed by the weight of this density, because it's also a huge ending of an era, and we are in the year of a 9, 2025. There's a lot of endings happening already and we're only in the second month, you know, and there's a lot of people out here who are feeling this. So I'm not surprised that a lot of people feel like they're losing their minds, or it feels like the energy of the end of the world. And I'm hearing the reckoning, so it feels like the energy of the end of the world, but this is the energy that we are in right now because we're at the end of a huge era, and this era has been connected to the dark ages. So again, it is very, very heavy. It's very, very dense. I feel like this is the most dense that humanity has felt in a while, which is why this time is so significant, and so many souls are wanting to come through and be here right now because yeah, it's hard, but there's a very, very important turning point. So a lot of souls kind of want to get involved and want to be here, and I'm hearing star seeds. So it's souls from different dimensions, different realms, different universes. They are saying different galaxies, like everyone wants to be here at this time. So there's a lot going on, but there's a lot of fairy energy. I've been feeling this for the last few days, right? And then I went and visited my uncle's new house in his garden, and his garden is huge, it's beautiful, but it has its own lake running through it and also has a bridge. And again, I was feeling the fairies around, so it's like they're wanting to sprinkle some fun and some light-heartedness on everybody right now. And I feel those of you who were called to this reading, the mythological kingdom is going to be a part of your spiritual core. I'm hearing spiritual helpers, so they're coming in for a lot of humanity right now to be spiritual helpers. And I'm being shown Dobby, is it Dobby from Harry Potter, you know, the elf, the house elf. I'm being shown him, but it's the scene when he gets given the sock, and when he gets given the sock it means he is free and he no longer has to be a slave or the house elf. And he starts like jumping, he's like, Dobby is free, Dobby is free. That's what I'm being shown, that scene from Harry Potter. So what do the collective need to hear right now, Spirit? So they're helping us to feel more free and to be authentically ourselves, to be aloof, I'm hearing. So a lot of you may have been like fearful in the past to really truly be yourself, just like dance freely, speak freely how you wanted to. Some of you would have felt like you had to like dim yourself in some way just to fit in with society or fit in at school. So I'm getting more so like school, college. In those years you would have struggled with this, and it's like layers of this are coming to the surface now again. Some of you could have even been bullied or teased. So we have here 22. You guys could be seeing twos everywhere, but I'm seeing triple two, but it's only 22. But this is it. You've been led down two paths. I'm seeing the Lovers card, which is always like a choice and a dilemma. But you guys are being led down different paths, but each one has a beautiful light. You see, each one has a different light. It's a beautiful light. So it's like the sun's light and then the moon's light. So it doesn't matter which option and which path you're going to choose next when you are faced with this option, with this dilemma, because both are going to lead to the light. It depends on which light and which path it is that you feel more called to, that you resonate with more. So they're saying here that you will be asked to be using your free will and be connecting to your heart more so than leaning on spiritual guidance all of the time, or going to other people that you see have committed some form of self-mastery that you haven't committed yet. It's like the energy of going to somebody else that you deem as like some sort of spiritual helper, a coach or a guru. They want you trusting in yourself, but also trusting in the fact that you have free will. Like everything in your life isn't fated, it isn't destined. You also do have free will. So everything that we experience in our lifetimes, it isn't all within our soul's contract. Some things we experience because we choose to experience it, good and bad. What else, Spirit, needs to come through during this reading? You guys could be hearing creaking, like floorboard creaking or doors opening and closing. It's giving like that kind of creaky energy, like a gate that kind of needs oil. You could be hearing this, and I feel like this is the nymphs, because they're showing me these beautiful maidens twirling and dancing around, and they're opening and they're going through these different doors and gates. But obviously this is in the energy, this is in the spiritual body, it's not in the physical, but you could be hearing it clairaudiently. You know, it's like you know, dolphins and whales in the water, they have the echolation, and that's what it sounds like. It sounds like creaking. That's what I'm hearing. What else, Spirit? So they're also assisting us in activating our supernatural abilities, which are actually quite natural. We've just forgotten. They awaken the fact that magic does exist, and these mythological creatures, they're actually very much rooted in truth. What else, Spirit? Can I get a few more cards, please, from this deck? What does the collective need to hear right now? I'm staring at the red carpet on that card. So it's like the red carpet is being laid out for you. This red carpet is being laid out for you by the divine and by these spiritual helpers. And then you're going to be faced with two options and two paths that you get to choose. Which one do you want to go down? Which one do you prefer? We have here the key. Exactly that. It's another master number, 33. So you guys could be seeing these master numbers everywhere. But you realize that you hold the key to your life, to your self-mastery. And you were going after this rose here. Some of you girls, I said girls. Some of you guys will be working on your divine feminine energy. Really leaning into that divine feminine energy. And pouring into yourself and nurturing yourself. And being showing somebody, putting like gold bangles on. Maybe some of you guys are wearing gold bangles right now. Maybe you're getting ready. You're choosing which jewelry to wear. But you could be treating yourself in the future to gold jewelry. That's coming through for somebody. But you are uncaging yourself. You are uncaging yourself. I feel like a lot of you would have lived in a cage because you felt like you had to live in this certain cage, or you had to be in this certain box because society or your family, friends and colleagues wanted you to be in this cage and wanted you to be in this box. And it isn't coming from a place that they didn't want to see you shining or see you winning, but they wanted you around them. They wanted you around them because obviously they love you and they see your light. What else, Spirit? I'm hearing emerald. Maybe some of you guys have like emerald green kind of jewelry, or maybe this is what you want to treat yourself with in the future when you have the money. We have here the moon. And this is that unknown energy that humanity right now is kind of shrouded in. It's like the unknown. We don't know what's happening next. One thing we do know is that we are all infinite. We are all infinite souls having a human experience. That message is coming through very strongly. So people right now are being called to ask to tap into their heart. What is it that you want out of your life? What have you always dreamed of? How can you best assist other people around you and yourself? You don't want to forget about yourself because you need to be helping yourself first before you can help other people. You need to be that key for yourself first before you can be the key to other people. Before you can be the key to your bloodline, because a lot of you are the key to your lineage. Jeez. Okay, we're not taking all of those. And I'm not picking those up. There's too many that fell. We're going to move on. They want this deck here. So what next, Spirit? This could be happening with you lot. You could be like dropping, you could be like clumsy right now and dropping things, and they do say like with like fairies and these kind of creatures, they can cause that happening. They can also move things around in the physical, and I'm being shown the borrowers. So there was a movie that was out when I was a kid. It's quite an old one, but it's about a borrower. So they were like these little people that lived in the house with the normal sized human beings, and they would kind of go around and like sneak food and steal stuff and take it into their part of the house that they created, like inside the walls. That movie is coming through, so you guys could have watched that when you were younger. Like, this is what is happening. It's like this. These kind of like fairy creatures could be in your house and they're moving things around because they're being cheeky and playful, because this is the energy they're trying to bring to you, that light-heartedness. They want you to be in that light heart, and I'm being shown the heart that is as light as a feather, because this is how you get into God's kingdom, and this is how you access your magic. This is how you access that inner belief. But the Sun card is here. So this is what is coming next for humanity. But it's like everything right now is kind of in that moon energy and in that tower moment energy, and then we'll be moving into the sun. You guys could be seeing seahorses everywhere. But again, seahorses, they give that, they kind of look like a mythological creature, don't they? But they're very, very real. So there's a lot of myths that are being debunked. A lot of conspiracy theories that everybody is now realizing that was never a conspiracy theory. We have here, and there's a lot of people who were like kind of labeled as mad. Maybe this could be you guys, like whistleblowers who were labeled as being crazy and mad, and people are going to realize actually they knew the truth all along, and like a lot of groups of people owe them a huge apology. We have here the King of Swords. And do you know what I'm seeing? I'm hearing mother of owls, mother of owls. Some of you guys could be seeing owls everywhere. Maybe you feel very, very connected to the owl spirit animal. It could be your power animal. Every single human being has a power animal that kind of exists at the core of who you are. For a lot of you, this could be an owl. So that is connected to wisdom. But you guys could also be a night owl. And maybe it's at night where you are kind of seeing these mythical creatures. Or maybe you'll be visiting them in the astral realm. And you know that it wasn't just a dream. Like, your soul had been traveling and you had gone to these different realms and different dimensions while you were asleep, while the physical vessel was getting its rest and rejuvenation. What else, Spirit? Maybe some of you guys have an owl, or you go somewhere, because I'm just seeing someone with an owl on their arm like this, and you could get to like hold an owl. There's also, what else am I seeing? A falcon. What else? We have here 2 of coins. And this is the energy they want everyone to be in, that fun, playful energy. And it's given like a circus. You see like kind of the stripes here, it's given a circus. And this is kind of how it feels right now, like the world stage. It feels like a circus with everything that is going on, everything that has been revealed. And we need to remember, when these foundations are falling and they're crumbling down, it's everything that was attached to that foundation. So the old ways of being and doing, the illusions and the patterns, the way of life that we've got so accustomed to, that has to crumble and fall. And this is what people are feeling, which is why it feels like everything's closing in. It is a lot. So I keep saying it is a lot. And they're proud of everyone who is basically not going insane and managing to hold their own and keep their head up above water. Keep your head up above water and not allowing yourself to drown. Because you're going to be getting your spiritual inheritance after this, after you've passed this huge test. You'll be coming into the sun energy. So you need to keep going. They keep saying, do not give up at the last hurdle. So it's like we're at the peak of the warfare. And then after there's a battle is when everything's going to start to settle down, as we'll come out of the eye of the storm. We have here the 7 of coins. And you see here, I'm staring at this heart that is under this tree here. So this is the new roots that we'll be able to rebuild. So right now, the old roots, they're all damaged. They had to be dug up and ripped out. And then we can plant these new roots, which are based on unconditional love, which are based on unity and togetherness, which are based on different realms, different dimensions, different races, different cultures, different groups of peoples and tribes coming together and working together, because we are better when we work together. We can create more. Look at this beautiful tree with all these coins on it. What else? Can I get one more card, please, for the collective from this deck? One more. Thank you. We have 5 of Cups. And again, you see here how this character kind of staring at this tree here. It's withering away and it's dying. And they kind of look very somber. But there's a tree right here that is blooming. And it has 1 cup on, but it's still blooming. Is it cups? Yeah, I thought it was coins again. So there's money and finances that will be coming in for you guys. But you could be looking back on all of those times where you were struggling and you didn't have money. Maybe you're still in that struggle and you're just so focused on that. And you don't realise there's 2. I thought there was 1. There's 2 cups here coming in. And one of them is going to have coins within it. But this is what humanity is doing. We're kind of looking at the old way of being and doing. And we're trying to cling on to the world that is trying to die, because it needs to die. Because we need to bloom and rebuild. We need the new dawn, I'm hearing. The new dawn. And these mythological creatures, and they keep calling themselves spiritual helpers. Spiritual helpers, they're trying to assist us right now in letting go and moving forward. So we need to be tapping into the inner child. What else, Spirit? This card here. We have fruit, achievement, success, exactly that. And I love how it's a beautiful heart. It's a strawberry, but it looks like a beautiful heart. So this is what we're being asked to tap into. So the heart of humanity as a whole is being cracked open. So I'm not surprised there's a lot going on right now, because a lot of people will be feeling like they're going insane. They won't understand what's going on because of how disconnected from their spiritual body and from ourselves when it comes to our energetic body, when it comes to our nervous system. Which is why we're seeing all of this mental health, and they're saying narcissism, like all of this coming to the surface. Because it's like it's a derangement, they're saying, that is connected to the lower mind. So we have a lower mind and we have a higher mind. We've been moving from the lower mind. And this is where all of the disease and the corruption has been lingering. And again, it needs to be exposed. It needs to come to the surface because we need to face it in order to move on up to the higher mind. But they're saying that the fruits of our labours will be coming in. So this fruit, this harvest, this abundance will be coming in. But not if you give up. What else, Spirit? We have here sow. Like you reap what you sow. Planning, setting intentions, optimism. So going within and really tapping in. Again, it's giving the higher mind. You see how it's the face here? But it's connecting to that jewel, that wisdom, those gems that exist within you, and tapping into your crown chakra, I'm hearing, but also your 3rd eye. Because a lot of you, your spiritual abilities will really be coming on board. They'll really be awakening. Again, I keep hearing, I'm getting more, it's to do with hearing. So it's your clairaudience that will be awakening. And also your vision, your clairvoyance. Some of you guys could be working with crystals at the moment. You could put crystals in your water. Certain crystals that are safe to put in water. You could be putting them in your water. Because obviously the energy of the crystal then goes into the water. And then you're drinking it. And that is going into your body. And it's activating certain cells within you. We have here tend, maintenance, encouragement, guidance. Again, I'm just getting the nymphs, the beautiful maiden. A lot of them are around the collective right now. And it's like they're just dancing around. They're wearing very whimsical, like loose clothing. And it's green. And they're just dancing around everyone. And they're kind of whispering, you are not alone, you are not alone. And it's very playful. You guys could be hearing angelic music or like singing, faint singing. You could be looking around like, what the fuck? Am I going crazy? Because you're hearing it, but there's nothing there. It's the nymphs. And the fairies are more so acting like the borrowers, and they're moving things around within your house, or like taking something out of the physical. And you could be like turning your whole room upside down, your house upside down, or your car, somebody's car. Things keep going missing in your car. You're like, I know I left that on the dashboard. I know I left it there. And then you look again, it's right there, and you're like, ain't no way. What the like you just seeing someone be like, what the fuck? Ain't no way. It's them. They're moving things around. Because they're trying to get you into this playful energy, and they want you to get more connected to the mythological realm. What else, Spirit? Can I get a few cards for the collective from this deck, please? A few cards. The Charmed ones keeps coming through. Harry Potter and that Borrowers, that film. This one here. No. I'm hearing patience. Patience. So they're wanting humanity to have more patience with themselves. That you don't have to be up here at the top already. Like it does take a journey. You need to be having that compassion for yourself, and that is the card that is coming out here. Because things don't just get off the ground straight away. You need to be shown that you have that discipline, you have that courage, you have that strength. Because when you do get to the next level, I'm hearing new devils. It's like new challenges, new obstacles and devils you have to be dealing with. So you need to be ready, you need to be prepared. So it's like step by step, taking things step by step, and not putting too much on yourself, because that's going to cause you stress, and that puts the nervous system out of whack. So a lot of you could be doing work on your nervous system right now. I'm seeing tapping. I forget what it's called. You know, when people tap and it helps to calm you down. Some of you could do that. But they want you to have that compassion for yourself. And I'm being shown Kuan Yin. So she is the goddess that is connected to compassion, to self-love. Very, very nurturing, very soft divine feminine. Because there's a fiery divine feminine. It's connected to Kali Ma. But Kuan Yin is that soft divine feminine energy. We have here cave sanctuary. I'm hearing cave times, or the cave ages. And they're talking about evolution and the belief that we are connected to certain animals, that human kind of evolved from certain animals. And they're saying a lot of things that we are taught in school will be debunked in the next era, in the next coming years. They're saying the next era, so that feels further away. A lot of things will be debunked of our roots, of our origin, of our human nature, and of our spiritual nature. I'm just staring at the fire here, so there's a lot of light that will be shone on lies and on darkness. There's a lot of truth that is coming to light, and they're saying the truth will always come to light. What else, Spirit? You guys could feel like you're in a cave right now, so you're being kind of, it's like that dark night of the soul energy. But this is where Spirit can most get through to you. Because when you're in that more uplifted energy, and you're kind of in that go-getter energy, and you're out and about, it's hard for them to get through. So they have to kind of pull us back sometimes and get us to hermit and to isolate and to be in this cave. And this is where we see more. This is where we hear more. This is where the Spirit can connect to us more. Because you're not distracted. What else? Can I get one more card for the collective from this deck, please, Spirit? One more card from... And the sanctuary is also what these spiritual helpers from the elemental realms are wanting humanity to be in. It's like they're pulling us into this magical, beautiful sanctuary that almost feels very, very otherworldly and not real. It's like a disbelief energy. But that will happen when your spiritual gifts are coming on board. It'll kind of be that disbelief, because it's opening your eyes to a whole new vision and perspective that you didn't have before. We have here river movement. And this is it. Humanity, we're being asked now to move, to go around this bend. Even though we don't know what's around the corner, we're being asked to follow this flow. Follow the rivers, follow Mother Earth. And we need to be going around this bend here. And what is around the bend is this Christ consciousness, it's this light, it's this new dawn, but we don't see that yet. So the bend here, it looks very, very dark. And maybe the waters are a bit more rough and it's a bit rocky. And I feel like this is where humanity is at right now, like in this bend, in this rockiness, in these rough waters. And we're being led out to this beautiful flow. We're being led towards the horizon, to brighter horizons. And they're just saying, keep going, keep going. What else, Spirit? Can I just get a few cards from this deck, please? What is the collective? Thank you. We have Tibetan Buddhist monk, mindfulness. I listen to the wisdom of my heart. This is number 44. So we had 22, 33, 44. That's a lot of master numbers coming out here. So you guys could be seeing master numbers everywhere in the form of angel numbers. But this is also letting us know that we are in self-mastery. A lot of us are tapping into this Messiah energy, this Guru energy that exists within all of us. This Son, this Christ consciousness, Jesus Christ. That is what humanity is being asked to tap into right now. And I'm hearing the Messiah will return. The Messiah will return because the Messiah has been lying latent in many human beings. It's like this crystallization they're showing me. It's happening within human DNA. It needs to wake up again. It's always been there, but it was hidden because it wasn't ready. It wasn't time. It's now divine time. What else, Spirit? And again, that's the inner child. We're being asked to tap into the inner child. So doing like journeying and meditations and connecting with your inner child is greatly going to assist you at present. It's going to assist you in activating that inner Messiah. Lady of the Lake, intention, I conjure magic, exactly that. This is that nymph energy, but they're dressed in all green. This is like the flowy dresses they wear, and this is the energy they give. So they're always kind of like moving, and it's very flowing, it's very dancey, it's very playful, it's very, very innocent and pure and childlike. But there's also this stillness, there's not a rush, they're in no rush to be anywhere. And this is the energy that humanity is being asked to be in right now, to stop rushing. Did you want one more from this deck? No. So they asked me, I've got these like Harry Potter playing cards, and they were asking me to use this deck for this reading. And Dolby was coming through. There's a scene with Dolby where he is set free. He was coming through and he's an elf. Some of you guys could have elves in the form of spiritual helpers that are around you at present. You could be like huge fans of Harry Potter as well. And obviously a lot of people are huge fans of Harry Potter because we resonate with it. Because it's about the magical kingdom. It's about our nature, our true nature. And they hide it in like fantasy or fiction, a lot of the truth of who we really are. What else, Spirit? I may not know when a certain character comes out who they are. We have here, you're like this. Not sure who this is here. But I'm staring at the newspaper. So some of you guys could be getting some news very, very soon. And you see how the character, he's wearing a crown. Maybe this news coming in, I'm getting like a king. It could be from a king of pentacles, a king of cups, a divine masculine energy that has a lot of self-mastery, that holds this diamond activation energy. Or maybe this is what you guys will be assisting them with. But they're going to be bringing some news. And also with this newspaper, I'm seeing the sacred scroll. I'm seeing a 5. But there's no 5 on this card. I'm seeing a 5. So you guys could be seeing 5s as well. That also represents change and transformation. So it's like this king that's coming towards you is going to be bringing a change in your life. And it's going to be a huge news. Maybe some of you guys as well, because I'm hearing marriage. It could be an offer, a proposal, or marriage. But it could be printed in a newspaper. Or maybe this person's in the public eye. And we have here, I forget what his name is, but he's a teacher. And he shapeshifts into a werewolf. And he ends up like helping Harry Potter and the crew. I said the crew. Ron, what's her name? Hermione. Yeah, but he shapeshifts. And I feel like you guys are able to do this. You're like a chameleon. They're showing me a chameleon. So you can shapeshift and you can change the colour of your skin to blend in and be more camouflaged to your environment. And it's like you guys are now tapping into who you truly are at your core. And I keep getting an aloofness. There's aloofness that you always maybe hid. Or maybe it didn't fit in certain places. And now you're just bringing it to the surface no matter what. You don't care. You don't care how other people may judge you. Because you know that there's going to be people who are going to talk no matter what. They're going to talk if you do. They're going to talk if you don't. And we have here, some of you as well, you could really be night owls. I'm getting a night owl with that card. She's also a teacher. I forgot her name. So there's 2 teachers that are coming through here. And they're very powerful teachers who are obviously on the side of Harry Potter. Because I know there's a lot of teachers who obviously you're kind of confused throughout the movies and the scenes. Like what side of them? You know, like Professor Snake. like that kind of energy. But with these teachers here, they were always on the side of the good. They were always on the side of the right fight. I'm hearing the right fight. So there could be a teacher coming in for you guys, or you are this teacher and you have been asked to stand up into the leading role because you were on God's side. You were fighting for light. You were fighting for unity. You were fighting for unconditional love. And we have here, this is the psychic one, and she does the I think she does like a tea leaf reading that is coming through. Some of you guys as well, you could be mediums. Maybe you do these readings. I feel like the way that you read is going to be very, very different to other readers that are online, or maybe you incorporate different spiritual tools. So again, you could do like tea leaf reading. You could also use water, because I'm just seeing somebody kind of put their fingers in water, and it's like you get visions this way. A lot of you guys could have these big, huge, big cartoon eyes. See how her eyes look here on the card? Well, there's something very, very intense and very shiny about your eyes that other people could just kind of like stare at you sometime. It could also be that when you're channeling, your eyes kind of, you can see what you're talking about within your eyes. So people could get really close and kind of stare at you because they're seeing the visions you're having within your eyes. That's coming through for somebody. Let's get some poems to finish off this reading. Okay, thank you. We have here, I feel at home in the dark, she proclaims, as she stares into the sacred flame. It flickers and spits as it calls out her name. I am both chaotic and still, the flame proclaims. I see your soul, I know all names. It's time, my child, to awaken me. Your flame within lies latent, you see. Ignite your fire, let it feed your soul, for the night is coming and you are coming home. For the night is coming and you are coming home. Exactly that. And this is what it feels like that moon energy, the nighttime, like everything's shrouded in mystery. But this is because we're about to come home. This is because God is about to put the vision and show us the brighter horizon where we need to be going to next. So all will be revealed in due course. All will be revealed in due course, I'm hearing. What else, Spirit, do the collective need to hear right now? Thank you. Fire and beauty intertwined, my light shines bright in the midnight sky. I hold only truth, I tell no lies. I am often the blessing in disguise. I answer to no one, but I have many names. I sustain all life, in this I play no games. I am the womb, come home to me, the forbidden fruit, primordial she. Yeah, so there's a very powerful divine feminine energy coming through, and I'm hearing Isis. So you guys could feel very, very connected to Isis. But this is where this mythological, like, ethereal energy is coming through. It's because Mother Earth is moved on up to a higher frequency, a higher vibration, and she's calling all of her children with her. I'm hearing daughters. So it's the daughters that are waking up to this first, obviously, because they'll be carrying majority of that divine feminine energy. Obviously, every human has the divine feminine and divine masculine. But if you were born a woman and you have the womb, then majority you're going to be tapped into that divine feminine energy. That primordial she, primitive nature of the womb, which is very, very powerful. And it is that gate, it is that doorway into these other realms. Do you want any more? Let's get one more poem, please, for the collective. Thank you. Okay, so this one here says, 444, there's a knock at the door. Open sesame, no key needed here. Go on, walk through, my dear. You're an energetic match, a gift awaits by the pumpkin patch. Ghosts and ghouls, the season is full. Happy Halloween from your spirit team. The darkness isn't what it seems, it allows you to shine your light. Don't be coy, go on, shine bright. Tick-tock goes the godmother's clock. At the strike of midnight, make sure you are polite. Gratitude is the attitude, trick or treat. God has prepared this magical feast. Cleanse from your head to your feet. I'll remind you again, no need for a key. Only a higher frequency can open sesame. And exactly that, you have this key, you have this self-mastery, that can open that cage, that's going to open that next door or that next portal that the Most High God wants you guys to be walking through. You could have had certain realizations or abilities that were really coming to the surface around Halloween time, around like October, November time in 2024. Could have been, I'm hearing like a zoo, so you could have been hearing these sounds like particularly around here, around your head area, because you're connecting more to your higher mind, but it's also your third eye and your crown chakra that are awakening, that are activating. So you could have been hearing these strange sounds. Again, the sounds keep coming through like the creaking, like a gate creaking and a door opening, like floorboards creaking. If you do ever feel frightened when this is coming on board, these abilities, you can ask it to go away. You can ask Spirit to stop. And make sure that you are only allowing energy, spirits and entities around you that are connected to the Most High God, that are of the sun. But also when I was reading this, I was getting like different cartoons flash in my mind. So obviously this is channeled from where it says TikTok goes the godmother's clock at the strike of midnight. So obviously that's coming from Cinderella, but I was also being shown Snow White and just all these different cartoons. I was being shown Mickey Mouse. I forget what it's called. Is it Fantasia? Where he's dressed as like a wizard and there's all this different music that was coming through. I used to watch that as a child, and I kind of would be there like staring it out at it, because it was also like, it was quite dark, and then he'll be using the wand and there's all this like light. I would be staring at that. But you guys could also be seeing that when you're drifting off to sleep. You could be drifting off to sleep and it's like your third eye is kind of flashing like different colors at you, or different orbs, but your eyes are closed. So you're seeing this when you're closing your eyes, because this is what is going on within your body, within your psyche. Is that it, Spirit? Yeah. So that is all the messages that is coming through. I hope that did resonate with somebody out there, and I will see you in another video.